11 years ago, at age 32, Sherri White noticed something unusual.
One day I just touched my chest and it was actually like right here and I felt a lump.
She immediately went to the doctor,
You do have to pay attention to yourself and never write things off as this, oh, it's nothing, it'll go away.
who diagnosed Sherri with a fast-growing type of breast cancer.
So I was pretty much planning to die, getting things together for my children.
But she didn't die. Sherri quickly pursued the best treatment available and trusted Jesus.
And without that, you can't do anything. Without God, you can't do anything.
Sherri also credits God for prompting her to start the support group, My Sister's Keeper, so more Black women could be in a better position to experience a successful outcome like hers.
He used this ordeal that was very traumatic to help me to create an organization that will help other women get through cancer.
Overall, cancer death rates have fallen by a whopping 1/3 since the early 1990s. But when it comes to breast cancer, there's a huge racial gap. Black women are 40% more likely to die from the disease than white women. Doctors say there are lots of reasons for this disparity. One is that Black women are more likely to have the type of breast cancer with a lower survival rate due to genetics, lifestyle, or both.
African American women have a much higher rate of what's called triple negative breast cancer, which is a more aggressive form of breast cancer. African Americans tend to get this at a 2 to 3 times higher rate than they do in their white counterparts.
This may explain why, when Black women receive a breast cancer diagnosis, it's 10% more likely to have metastasized or spread beyond the breast compared with white women. That, plus the fact that breast cancer strikes more Black women at younger ages, many doctors recommend mammograms early and more often.
So therefore, screening, particularly starting screening at least at the age of 40, I think is extremely important. They should do it annually, and that should be true of all Black women.
If a mammogram shows something abnormal, follow-up tests are needed to determine whether it's cancer. Statistics show Black women experience longer wait times for those tests and also the necessary treatment if cancer is found. In addition, fewer Black women receive the type of treatment they need, such as surgery, radiation, and hormone treatments. Dr. Lisa Richardson, the CDC's Director of Cancer Prevention, tells CBN News Black women have fewer social and economic resources, including suboptimal access to medical care that leads to poorer outcomes, including death. Richardson says the center's goal is to increase the number of women receiving cancer screening tests, as well as good quality follow-up after abnormal results. As part of that goal, a CDC program helps women with lower incomes and no insurance get access to these services. Meanwhile, organizations like My Sister's Keeper try to educate and empower women of color.
We have big sisters and we have little sisters. So our big sisters are women who actually went through cancer treatment, been there, done it. And our little sisters are the ones who's recently diagnosed. So our big sisters help to be that coach, if you will.
So while Black women are far more likely to die from breast cancer than others, it doesn't have to be that way. By raising awareness among communities of color and within the medical system, more can survive, like Sherri.
At the end of the day, you will have an amazing story to tell about your accomplishments of an overcoming cancer.
Lorie Johnson, CBN News.